Chainsaw Man has taken the world by storm. Not only the manga, but also Season 1 of the anime, which is now available for viewing on Netflix, has fans going crazy. Everyone will agree that the major attractions of the plot are the various scary devils that the main characters encounter and have to fight. These devils are fantastical creatures that grow in power based on how much people fear them. Devils can enter into agreements with humans to lend them their abilities, take control of corpses to transform themselves into fiends, or combine with living people to form hybrids. And there are some that will literally make your blood run cold. Here's a list of the 10 most sadistic devils from Chainsaw Man. Keep watching. Zombie Devil. This fearsome devil was seen early on in Season 1 of Chainsaw Man and was the reason why Denji became the Chainsaw Man in the first place. It turned members of the Yakuza into zombies and, using them, killed Denji ruthlessly by making the zombies attack and then eat the young devil hunter. However, Denji's death led to Pachita, the little chainsaw devil, to merge with Denji, save his life, and turn him into the Chainsaw Man. Further, as can be understood from its name, it is a devil that embodies people's fears of the undead. The zombie devil appears as a huge, limbless, floating body with several exposed organs, including a brain, from which tentacles extend to link him to the zombies in his army. It is an absolutely gruesome sight, and there is nothing human about this creature. The zombie devil is exceptionally hostile to people in general, like all other devils. However, it has a special hatred for devil hunters. During his appearance in the plot, it is evident that the zombie devil wants to kill devil hunters because they kill other devils. It is an aggressive and ferocious devil and is also very tough to kill. However, it is defeated by Denji after he turns into Chainsaw Man and slaughters the monster. Ghost Devil. The Ghost Devil is another one that features in the first season of the anime. However, this one is not shown as an antagonistic devil. Instead, the Ghost Devil is one of the devils that the devil hunters, specifically Himino, have a contract with. Himino has given up her right eye to be able to harness the powers of the Ghost Devil, and usually it manifests as an invisible hand, catching people off guard. As the Ghost Devil, it is the embodiment of people's fear of ghosts. A running trend that you will see here is that the greater the fear, the stronger the devil, and thus the fear of ghosts. A fear that plagues most humans is bound to generate an immensely strong devil, and that is the case with this one. The Ghost Devil is a gigantic devil with an elongated, slightly cylindrical form that is propped up by many arms instead of legs. Its chest is covered with white flowers with either yellow or pink centers. Its head has long, dark, curling, or wavy hair, and it has cheeks that appear sunken. Further, it also looks elderly and desiccated. The Ghost Devil's mouth and eyes are closed with stitches, which is a horrifying sight, and it does not speak verbally, instead choosing to communicate using signs. It is most notably seen in the Devil Hunting Squad's battle against the Katana Man in Season 1. Katana Devil Man. The Katana Devil is much like Chainsaw Man, both man and devil at the same time. In the series, the Katana Devil, like several other devils in Chainsaw Man, is depicted as a hybrid. After the Katana Devil fuses with the grandson of the crime leader Denji in the first few episodes of the series, he links up with another villain named Akane to get revenge on Denji because his grandfather was the mob boss who was murdered by Denji. The Katana Devil is extremely vicious, both in terms of looks and in terms of personality. In his transformed state, Katana Man sprouts huge swords from each of his arms and develops a demonic face with dark, skinless flesh and an enlarged, lipless mouth. A second sword with a handle protruding from the rear of his skull emerges from his forehead, where his eyes would normally be, and his chin turns pointy. This devil-human hybrid is a cold-blooded, egotistical man who only thinks about killing Denji and making him take responsibility for the death of his grandfather. To do this, he's willing to cut through anyone and everyone, including his own allies. The battle between Katana Man and Denji is definitely one for the books, and even though Denji emerges victorious, the Katana Man will send a chill down your spine. Future Devil. The fear of the future is represented by the devil known as the Future Devil. Toward the end of the first season, it signed a deal with Aki after seeing Aki Hayakawa's future, so Aki could see into the future. Aki's contract with the Future Devil greatly benefits him in battle, since he's able to see the attacks from his opponents before they even strike him and adjust accordingly, making it impossible for him to lose. The Future Devil has a humanoid body with outstretched arms and a horned head, and its lower half resembles a tree emerging from the ground with branches branches and a trunk rising up to it. Its arms and torso sprout many streamers that resemble vines. Its huge mouth is nearly always open, and its face has 3 pairs of eyes piled vertically on top of one another. Another huge eye that views the future is located inside a sizable hole in the future devil's chest. It has quite a fun personality and frequently exclaims that the future is the best. Further, the future devil is brilliant and crafty and makes wise decisions. His contracts are frequently quite expensive. While this one does not look as aggressive, it is incredibly strong because, well, who does not fear the future? Eternity Devil. One of the first significantly strong devils Denji faces while working as a devil hunter for public safety is the Eternity Devil. Episode 6, titled Kill Denji, is a testament to just how scary the Eternity Devil can be. It resembles a convulsing mass of bodily parts and flesh, with mouths sprouting all over it. It can also keep enlarging itself and has a vile and vicious personality, taunting and laughing in amusement at the fear of its victims. It embodies the fear of eternity. The primal skill of the Eternity Devil is the capacity to loop time in a specific region of space, locking anybody inside. It is pretty much impossible to escape from the Eternity Devil's loop unless one kills it. The Eternity Devil can also build an avatar to communicate with and murder those who are trapped in its space, since time is halted there. This also makes it tough to find and kill it. Thus, its ability can be pretty annoying, despite the devil not being the strongest one on this list in terms of pure physical power. Denji is the only one in the entire 6-people public safety devil hunting squad who is able to fight off this devil and hold his own after transforming into his Chainsaw Man form. Cursed Devil. Considering the fact that cultures all across the world have ideas of black magic, taboo, and curses, it is not hard to understand why the Cursed Devil would be immensely fearsome and powerful. However, its powers manifest in certain specific ways. Firstly, although it has contracts outside of the Devil Hunters, the Cursed Devil is one of several devils with contracts with the Hunters of Public Safety. The Cursed Devil typically lurks in the shadows, but when it manifests, it takes the form of a huge skeleton with 2 heads. The left skull has 3 eye slits and long mandibular-like teeth, while the right skull has an appearance of a human skull. It also has enormous bulging ribs and clawed hands. One of the contractors that are linked with the Cursed Devil is Aki from Public Safety. As far as his contract is concerned, he must repeatedly stab the target to use the Cursed Devil's ability, which is fairly complicated. However, thanks to his combat skill, he is able to do so, and upon successfully carrying out the action, the Cursed Devil materializes and gravely harms the target by biting into the target's neck with its head. Once the required number of stabs have been administered. However, in return, it also takes away from the contractor's lifespan, making it a formidable devil. Power Blood Devil. If you've watched the show or read the manga, you will know that Power is actually not a devil. Neither is she a human-devil hybrid. She is actually a fiend. The term fiend is used to refer to devils who have successfully managed to take up a human corpse. The devil in this case is actually the Blood Devil. Power once asserted that in her previous life as a devil, she was so scary that other devils would run the moment they smelled her coming, although it's possible that she was just bragging. As a devil, Power is endowed with all the typical devil powers, including the capacity to enter into contracts with people in exchange for rewards, heal herself by ingesting blood, take control of a dead person's body and consciousness, transform into a fiend, and come back to life in hell after death. As the Blood Devil, she also has specific powers. Power is able to use her body's blood and turn it into weapons. Further, although she concedes that it takes up a lot of energy, she is also able to control other people's blood through physical contact and stop them from bleeding out. Moreover, by mixing her own blood with that of her target, Power can also reduce their ability to generate. By and large, Power is a great ally to have on one's side. Gun Devil. The Gun Devil is the larger, overarching antagonist of the first season. One of the most powerful devils to ever exist is the Gun Devil. The Gun Devil, which is based mostly on an intense, worldwide fear of firearms, terrified people all over the world when it killed over 1 million people in just 5 minutes, the highest kill count by any devil in the shortest amount of time. The incident took place in America when gun proliferation was at its peak, 13 years prior to the start of the events of the plot. It then disappeared and went into hiding, leaving people immensely scared. This led to various organizations putting together teams to locate and eliminate the Gun Devil. The Gun Devil is a mysterious figure, but it is known that he is a devil that is obsessed with acquiring Denji's heart. He often sends his minions to do it and orders the massacre of the other devil hunters as well. Countries and devils hold various bits of his body that have been split up. In particular, 20% of his body is held by the United States, 28% by the Soviet Union, 11% by China, 4% by other countries, and the rest rest, 37%, is in the hands of devils all over the world as chunks of flesh. The gun devil's abilities allow him to accurately target every living thing within a set range, allowing him to quickly wipe out whole populations. This one is definitely one of the scariest devils on this list. Control Devil. This one is a major spoiler, so if you have not read the manga and are waiting for season 2 of the anime to find out what happens next, you might want to skip ahead. One of the most potent devils in existence is the Control Devil, also known as Makima, the pink-haired, high-ranking member of public safety. Though she is neither a fiend nor a hybrid, Makima appears human, unlike the majority of devils. Because of this, she avoids telling most of her subordinates that she is a devil, and spends most of the series pretending to be a human contracted to a devil rather than a devil herself. Makima can exert influence over others with her abilities, whom she views as beneath her. She has access to the capabilities of other devils as well, and she can exploit their abilities by chaining them to her. By only staring at or directing a finger at someone, she is able to command unseen forces to subdue or completely annihilate them. Makima is actually incredibly cunning and Machiavellian. She views others around her as nothing more than dogs that she can abuse as much as she wants, and those who must submit to her orders without question. She goes on to become a major antagonist, but we'll leave the rest for you to find out when season 2 comes out. Chainsaw Devil. Last but not least, we have none other than the Chainsaw Devil itself. And no, we're not talking about Denji, who is the Chainsaw Man. We are actually talking about Pochita, the cute little Chainsaw Devil. Pochita, who at first appears to be Denji's pet and companion, turns out to be a weaker version of the Chainsaw Devil, one of the most potent devils ever. His actual devil form resembles Denji's hybrid form in that it is a big, humanoid devil with 4 arms that each have chainsaws sticking out of them, and a third chainsaw coming from the front of his head. His neck is covered with an intestine that is still attached to his stomach, looking like a scarf or collar. The Chainsaw Devil is reduced to a near-death state after vanishing from his fight with the 4 horsemen and weapon devils. His appearance changes into that of a little orange devil dog with a chainsaw-like appendage sticking out of the middle of its head in this form. His short tail is shaped like the draw cord of a chainsaw, and handles that protrude from his body allow him to be used similarly to a chainsaw. The Chainsaw Devil has a special ability that makes the devils it kills incapable of reincarnation and permanently forgotten. The Chainsaw Devil is thus the target of numerous devils who are afraid for their lives due to its unique ability, yet it manages to survive and eventually merges with Denji since it has grown to have immense affection for him, creating the titular Chainsaw Man. Marvelous verdict. For an anime that is filled with blood, guts, and gore, it does not come as a surprise that the sheer brutality of the devils is what makes Chainsaw Man great. The variety of devils, with unique powers and appearances, is also worth noting since it adds brilliantly to the world building in the story. The devils are truly frightening, which makes the anime a stellar watch. Which one is your favorite devil? Tell us in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to Marvelous Anime if you enjoy dark and horror anime content.